Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are looking at the Jakks specific Fire Mario and Fire Luigi action figures. This is part of wave 41 of their 4-inch line. I talked about these before around San Diego Comic-Con and I really like the look of them, so I'm glad I was finally able to find them today. So you can see the packaging is still pretty standard as what we're familiar with. We got the Fire Mario and Fire Luigi figure with a fireball accessory right there, but the back of the packaging does show an image of the figures right here. They do have 13 points of articulation, and these are the other characters here in this wave. So you can see there's a Princess Peach, Boo, and then Larry Koopa right there. Okay, so here's the Mario Brothers and their accessory out of the packaging. So let's focus on the brand new Fire Mario figure right here. So this Fire Mario comes with a brand new head sculpt. He looks really angry this time, which is probably the main selling point on why I wanted to get this figure, really, was just the head sculpt let alone, because for a while I've always wanted a pretty good articulated angry Mario figure. For a while, the closest I've ever gotten was this figure right here. It's the closest one I've had. This came out in 2002. This is a pretty old figure, but now I finally got a pretty good one right here. It's not the regular Mario, it's the Fire Mario, but you know, I'll take it really. I guess you could maybe paint this yourselves and pop it onto the regular Mario, or maybe you want to paint the whole thing red if you want to buy a duplicate, but I wouldn't really do that because I wouldn't be surprised if they re-released this in like just a regular like clothes really. But it's still really nice that we got this, and he has an open hand right here, which I believe is also new since this is for the fireball right here. And Luigi comes with one too. I think they look about the same, honestly. I don't think one is really different. But the way how it works is there's like these divots between here, and you would pretty much kind of throw that with the with the fingers. Really, you kind of like line it up with the fingers. If I can. Did I get that? I think, yeah, it looks, I think that's pretty much how it goes. And there you go, you got the fireball, which I'm gonna be honest, it looks kind of weird. It kind of looks like he's throwing like goo or something, the way how it kind of angles like that. It's still pretty standard, you know, the head's just on a ball peg, but you're still gonna get your standard rotation really. The arms also rotate. There's a hinge to the shoulder which goes that high, and then we are still single jointed with the elbows, and you get a rotation with the wrist. Still nothing going on with the torso, but for the hips, they are just on a ball peg. They go out to the side about that much. He still can't really get that much to kick forward, can't really kick back as much, and it's not really like a thigh cut either. You can't really rotate on that ball peg, but we are single jointed with the knees. The knees actually look kind of different here. And then the ankles are just on a ball peg, and you can, you know, rotate them too. So that's the articulation on the Fire Mario figure. I actually want to see something real quick because the knees do look different. So I think the last Fire Mario figure we got was this one right here. So you know, again, we've always just had a happy Mario figure. And you know, the amount of times they release Mario and Luigi, I'm surprised they don't really do a lot of expressions really with these characters. But one thing I've noticed though is that the knees on this one looks different. Actually, it looks like they smoothed the knee joint here, and they actually did. That looks like a whole new leg mold, honestly. I think the shoes are about the same. They're just painted like differently, but a lot better though. They're like a lot more shiny. They're not like in a matte finish really. But yeah, the knees are different though. They look a lot better. I like that they did that. Everything else looks the same though. Like the torso and the arms are still about the same. Of course, the head sculpt is different. The skin tone is, and I think the skin tone's about the same. I wish he was more of like the SH Figure Arts. I feel like SH Figure Arts still nails it right with the skin tone. They make Mario a little too pale. Or if I showed off like the packaging, for example, see, this is how he should look, but instead they always put him like this color really. See the difference right there? Yeah, that's the new Fire Mario figure, and you know what? Let me compare it to the older one. This was like the first go around Fire Mario figure, I want to say. So the skin tone's like completely different, and this one has the old joints. So look how far we've came, man. Like, and that's wild. This one you also couldn't even rotate the ankles. Like, yeah, definitely came a long way. I definitely like this fireball more than you know what they gave us with this. You know, like this I'm not really I'm not really feeling this fireball, honestly. Now, luckily, this SH Figuarts Mario figure came with another fireball, so I would probably end up using this really for the most part. Can it really hold this one? I feel like, I think I just had it. Yep, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, I would probably end up just using this. Honestly, now this looks like a fireball. I like this a lot, but yeah. So that's your comparison for the new Fire Mario figure, but I like it so far. Now for the new Fire Luigi figure. So this Luigi figure, I think everything is completely new here. I think Luigi has a whole new sculpt here. I don't know if they ever used this head sculpt for Luigi, this like closed mouth. I think we've always had the open mouth, right? I think this is a whole new head sculpt here for Luigi. Now here's a comparison to the older Fire Luigi figure right here. And yeah, I really think everything is completely new. So the head sculpt, the torso is different too. His torso is a lot more wider this time. The arms is completely new too. They're like a lot thick now rather than it being skinny. I think even the hands are a different, yeah, the hands are a different mold too. The legs are definitely a different mold, and especially the ankles. Bend at the knees, see, and then the knees look like that. Yeah, so this Fire Luigi figure has a whole new mold here, and I really like how you can even tell because even the ankles are different now. See, you couldn't even move the ankles on this one. The head can still rotate. Arms, of course, move back and forth, hinge to the shoulder, which goes pretty high about there. We are still single jointed with the elbows. Wrists do swivel. Still nothing going on with the torso, but for the hips, kick forward just about there, really. Not as much to kick back. I kind of do wish the hips were a little bit better. And out to the side, just about there. And then single jointed knees. Luckily, the knees look better, and you can finally move the ankles. So there's a rotation. Same thing as Mars, just on a ball peg. I'll even compare Fire Luigi to just the standard one right here. So yeah, for a while we've always had this head sculpt for Luigi. The skin tone is also different, and yeah, you know, of course different. Well, yeah, whole new mold here, really. Now here's one last comparison. So this time I have them next to the Fire Bro and then the Fire Toad figure right here. And I want to say these are the only characters that they made with like the fire power up. So there's still like no like Fire Peach or like a Fire Toadette figure. So yeah, I want to say these were really the only characters they did here. Also, just one more, because I don't know if I even compared this Mario with just the regular Mario figure. Okay, so final thoughts on the Jakks specific Fire Mario and Fire Luigi figure from Wave 41. Not so bad. I really like the new head sculpt on this Mario figure, as that was the biggest reason why I wanted to pick this up. The Luigi figure definitely surprised me though. I wasn't expecting this figure to have a whole new mold from top to bottom. Not really feeling the new torso on Luigi. I do think it's a bit too wide for him in my opinion. The fireball accessories also look kind of weird. They look more like lava than fire, honestly. But again, not too bad with these figures. I'd say grab them since they are still an improvement over their older figures. But let me know, what are your thoughts on these in the comments down below. If you want to pick these up, they are available at Target. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. But until then, take care, my friends.